Um, I'm at St George's Park, where I've attended a ceremony celebrating the work of coaches at a variety of different levels. Um, I was really sort of pleased to be invited, staying in a really nice hotel on site. Some really interesting coaches that normally you don't get a great deal of access to were in attendance. I sat there making notes, and I think it looked like I was just texting throughout the whole ceremony, but I really wasn't. I was I was making notes, but something that was said at the end by the chairman of the FA, David Sheepshanks. He said that we should look to set standards and nurture our players, and I really loved that statement. Of the people that were present, Jimmy Armfield, who's 80 years old, he was given an award for lifetime contributions to coaching, and it was really a massive insight to his experience of the game over 70 years. Something that he was saying that he disliked was young players who were taken out of their town to go and play for more established or more revered clubs, and he disliked that immensely. And so it was good to have a bit of a personal opinion from him. He did make reference to big clubs taking players, taking them young and making them travel for far distances for their football. So that was Jimmy Armfield at 80 years old, ex-professional who learnt his game from players like Stanley Matthews. He received that award, and that was really great to watch. Trevor Brooking and Dario Grady also received the award. I'm looking over there because that's where my iPad is, and that's where some of the notes were. So that's what I'm looking at. So Dario Grady, Trevor Brooking. Dario Grady wasn't able to attend, but I think the award was collected on his behalf. Trevor Brooking was there and collected an award. Don Howe, the great Don Howe, was there, collected an award. I remember Don Howe in my Panini book when he was at Arsenal as a coach. But Don Howe wasn't able to attend due to ill health. So Gareth Southgate, who is the current England under-21 manager, collected the award on his behalf. And Hope Powell, she also collected an award. She wasn't able to collect it because she was away with UEFA in Switzerland. And also Howard Wilkinson and Dick Bate also collected the same lifetime contribution to coaching awards. Dick Bate is someone who I've always wanted to see coach as well, because he's meant to be basically a professor of football. I was told that if football had professors, Dick Bate would be a professor of football. And listening to him and watching him collecting his award, he was very, very humble as well. That was really interesting insight to sort of see how these people operate, and how they present themselves. Tony Carr received an award for the outstanding contribution to youth development. Tony Carr is well known for his work at West Ham, bringing through players like Frank Lampard, Rio Ferdinand, Joe Cole, just countless internationals, really strong players through the ranks at West Ham. the current England women's manager was also there. Laura Harvey was there. She used to be the manager at Arsenal Ladies. She's now coaching in America, I think. Ugo Ekiog, ex-international, England international, and Aston Villa defender, was also there. Jeff Pike, who is an assessor for the FA, but also an ex-professional at West Ham. He actually assesses the A licences, so I hope he doesn't assess me. Please don't see me. And Brett, who was Hope Howe's assistant, he was also there. A lot of really established coaches were there, and it was great to see people, and also obviously to make some new friends as well. I sat next to a TV presenter and his wife for quite a long time. We had a really good conversation. It's been an interesting evening. Quite tired now. It's nearly 4 a.m, but I think it's just nice to have that reminder, as usual, to set standards. And those standards, I don't think they have to be aggressive, but it's just they have to be standards, and you have to be able to echo them, and you need to nurture your players. So I appreciate that statement by the chairman of the FA: set standards and nurture. And I think the FA they are trying to set those standards for us as coaches. The FA they are working hard to nurture us, to help us develop as coaches. That's why we're here, constantly developing, and we learn from each other, regardless of our background or coaching qualification or experience. I think you still keep learning, and you don't always just learn from coaches who are at the top of their game, so there's no harm in sitting down with coaches who aren't well established and trying to learn from them. You pass that on to your players, you pass on that open-minded attitude to them. The TV is flickering in my face and it's blinding me. Actually, there was a magician here tonight who nearly set my hair on fire with his magic. Set my hair on fire. I don't know. That's not what's happened to my hairstyle. This is actually my hairstyle. But so it's been great at St George's Park tonight. I'll be up early in the morning. I'll use the gym, take a look around at the place. I'll take some photographs, put it on the blog. And I also met one of my old managers, who is a UEFA A licensed assessor, who said he'll help me out in terms of give me a little bit of support and guidance, which is much needed. So he's going to nurture me. I think he's obviously got a lot of time on his hands. But that's good. It's good when people sort of reach out and help you. So set standards and nurture. That's going to be my mantra until another one comes along.